MKP welcomes court ruling against recalcitrant litigants. The uMkhonto weSizwe Party MKP has welcomed the decision by the Western Cape High Court against 10 recalcitrant litigants on Monday. This welcomes after the court denies an application by 10 members of the MKP who sought an order prohibiting the party from putting forward replacement candidates in the National Assembly. A total of 18 MKP members were sacked. However, 10 have been adamant in legally challenging their removal from Parliament and filed papers in the High Court. The party spokesperson and MP Nhlamulo Ndhlela said the MKP never intended for this internal matter to enter the public arena, as the discharged members were formally informed not to proceed to be sworn in as members of Parliament. They proceeded with the swearing in and were subsequently informed by the party that their presence in Parliament would be temporary. It was not enough for these recalcitrant litigants to drag the party to court, which led the party into incur unnecessary costs relating to the charging of office locks, keys, and even hotel accommodations for new members who could not access accommodation in parliamentary villages. The MK Party was further negatively impacted in Parliament in voting numbers due to those acts of ill discipline by these perfidious individuals, Ndhlela said. The MKP has a stronghold in KwaZulu-Natal, KZN, and has 58 seats in the National Assembly and 37 seats in the KZN Provincial Legislature. The party says the punitive order by the court reaffirms its initial position that this matter should have been dealt and dispensed with internally, as this has brought its organization into disrepute. All due procedures were followed in expediting the matter, and we have been vindicated. The courts cannot be subjected to frivolous applications by wounded party members who fail to not only comprehend but also adhere to the party line. The continuous egregious efforts of individuals who place their personal agendas ahead of the organization and the revolutions, but will be thoroughly met with decisive actions, as no one is better than the organization, Ndhlela said. On the other hand, sacked MK Party's MPs lose bid to be reinstated. The 10 uMkhonto weSizwe Party MKP members who were sacked from the National Assembly lost their bid to be reinstated in the Western Cape High Court. The application filed by the group sought a court order prohibiting the party from putting forward replacement candidates in the National Assembly. The MKP members are Tamir Kuzwayo, Isaac Menyato, Mpo Motswekwe, Augustine Madala Qweta, Grace Mkwebi, Ntombehle Mkise, Matoleni Masilela, Bongani Mfiki, Senzo Dlamini, and Agnes Mohot. A total of 18 MKP members were sacked. However, 10 have been adamant in legally challenging their removal from the Parliament and filed papers in the High Court. The MKP has a stronghold in KwaZulu-Natal, KZN, and has 58 seats in the National Assembly and 37 seats in the KZN Provincial Legislature. Previously, the party's spokesperson and MP Nhlamulo Ndhlela told Daily News that the members who took the party to court had advertently fired themselves from the party. Those people who were taking us to court knew that they were in Parliament at the mercy of the party. I don't understand why they are taking us to court, Ndhlela said. But we're drawing the line in saying that the people who take us to court must be dealt with and have fired themselves from the organization. He said the members who took the party to court would suffer the same fate as the founding leader, Jabulani Khumalo, who was expelled from the party and lost his multiple court bids to return. On the other hand, looks a little dodgy. DA pushes for Simelane to step down during investigation. Democratic Alliance DM Member of Parliament Glynis Breitenberg has raised concerns about the loan transaction involving the Minister of Justice, Thembi Simelane, saying the loan transaction is dodgy and demands that the minister steps down. When Simelane was the mayor at the Polokwane municipality, she took a loan from uMkhonto Wealth Solutions to rule VBS so she could purchase a coffee shop in Stanton. In an interview on Newsroom Africa, Breitenberg said the loan transaction appears suspicious and involves several problematic elements. Looking at it, it looks a little dodgy. Breitenberg said Simelane had consistently asserted that the loan in question was a legitimate commercial transaction, which she has fully repaid. The specifics of the loan and the flow of funds from the municipality to VBS, then to uMkhonto Wealth Solutions, and finally to the minister have raised red flags. Breitenberg noted that the money flowed in a very short period of time and highlighted that uMkhonto Wealth Solutions is not a commercial bank. The investment of municipal funds into a mutual bank like uMkhonto seems to contravene the Financial Management of Municipalities Act (FMMA). While acknowledging that a thorough investigation by the police and the National Prosecuting Authority (NPA) is necessary, Breitenberg said that the situation warrants the minister stepping down temporarily. Let the investigation be dealt with, let this matter reach its finality, and we'll see where we are, she said. Furthermore, she pointed out that the loan arrangement is unconventional and suggests there is a conflict of interest, particularly given the minister's previous role as mayor of Polokwane municipality and the subsequent flow of money. The situation is further complicated by the minister's current role at the top of the criminal justice cluster, she said. Breitenberg noted that the Hawks have raided the Polokwane office and obtained relevant documents and cyber forensic evidence. There are active investigations on the go, she said. Breitenberg also emphasized the problematic nature of having a sitting Minister of Justice overseeing the NPA while being investigated herself. It makes their job really difficult and it makes their job much harder, she said. The conflict of interest, according to Breitenberg, is glaring. She said that if the minister truly supports the NPA and believes in the rule of law, she should step aside to avoid any perceived influence over the investigation. The conflict of interest is glaring. Whether it is acted upon or not, it is irrelevant. It exists, she added. Breitenberg noted that the perceptions are critical, especially given South Africa's history. The presence of a sitting Minister of Justice under investigation could undermine public trust, she said. To preserve her own interest, she should step aside, Breitenberg argued. The decision for the minister to step down ultimately rests with the president, but Breitenberg insists that this is essential to ensure a fair and unbiased investigation. In a state visit in China, the president said Simelane's murder would not be swept under the carpet and it would receive his attention. The investigation, according to Breitenberg, should not be protracted. She believes it is a manageable part of the broader VBS issue and should be expedited. It doesn't have to take forever, she said. And that's it from Egypt's Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.